Hello and welcome to Coffee with KHEAA, Season 2, Episode 8. And we're coming to you today... Did y'all see me spit? We're coming to you today with a very short episode because, hooray, hooray, it is Performance Evaluation Day. Okay, so today in this very short and sweet episode of Coffee with KHEAA, we're going to talk about summer and outreach and what that looks like from an outreach counselor perspective and also then from an assistant director and director perspective. Just kind of like a quick, this is what we do in the summer. Because a lot of people think we get off in the summer. And we do
Negative.
So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to tell you what summer looks like for us. But first, a little coffee talk. Brandy came up with this coffee talk, and I love it so much because she said, it's been a minute since we've talked about food. And that is my favorite subject. So, Brandy, you're going to a summer cookout. What better be at that summer cookout? What foods are ideal?
Man, I'm telling you, when I came up with this, I was thinking I was going to get to ask the question first.
Oh, I'll
listen to all of the foods that you say.
They're already in my mind.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm doing. I'm still like processing, what do I want?
Right. Do you want to hear mine then?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm such a hot dog girl.
Okay.
Like, I gotta have hot. Even if there's hamburgers, don't laugh at me. Even if there's hamburgers, I'm not going to eat a hamburger. I want a hot dog. It's summer. There's something about a grilled hot dog.
Yeah, you like them pretty charred.
No? I want it mid-range. My mom wants them burnt, flaking. Daniel wants them half. That's what my mom wants.
Yeah.
And Daniel wants his half raw. But I need mine mid-range. I want some grill marks, but I don't want it to be so burnt that I feel like I'm, eating a Burger King Whopper. That charbroiled is not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Charbroiled is another word for burnt, by the way. I don't want that. But I want a hot dog on a bun with an inappropriate amount of mustard. And then I have this summer food obsession. It started when I was pregnant with the twins, and I eat it every summer, too much probably. And so what I do is I cut up avocado and I cut up tomatoes. And I put fresh mozzarella and fresh basil. Then I put olive oil and balsamic vinegar with a little salt and pepper. And it just makes this very hearty, fresh
caprese salad
with avocado. Avocado? How do you say that?
Say avocado.
Avocado.
Is
avocado?
That right?
You say avocado? I say avocado.
Avocado.
Avocado. I'm a Wiggles fan. And they say
it like that.
Avocado.
How do you pronounce the drink that's in the green?
How do you pronounce the drink that's in the Sprite?
Yeah, that's not how I say it.
What?
You say Sprite.
Sprite. Oh, that's like Mackenzie when she orders coffee. She says with light ice.
Light ice. How do we always get here?
I don't know.
How do we always get here?
We start at point A and we always end up at how do you say
Z? And my cogs are turning. There's so much happening up here about char and about salads, and I'm ready to go now.
Okay, well, I was going to say too, potato salad and coleslaw.
Yeah.
But there are some coleslaw. Not all coleslaws are created equal.
No.
My favorite coleslaw is a KFC Captain D's coleslaw. Long John Silver's. Heavy mayo.
Little tiny cabbage.
Well, and when it comes to potato salad, I want that to be glowing yellow. I need all the mustard. Are you noticing a trend? I need all the mustard, all the mayonnaise. You do not get this figure from not doing extra mustard and mayonnaise in your food. And then also just lots of salt because, again,
my favorite potato salad is a dill potato salad.
Okay.
It's super white. Don't be over there either.
Montana is
the
in
peanut
the room.
gallery
This is
over there.
Yeah, this is becoming. We now just
have a
call
live
Montana in to talk directly to her and watch her reactions. That's the whole reason we do this podcast now.
Okay.
Okay, let's hear it.
We gotta
I'm dying.
back it up to
We gotta
the char.
back it up. Okay.
Because
you love yours burnt.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But also, summertime. A marshmallow, if you're roasting it, what's your doneness level? Because I am flaming,
yes,
blow it off, peel the outside, eat it, roast it again,
yes,
on fire, and you
Yes,
eat the
that's
same
funny that you say
marshmallow
that,
for
'cause
15 minutes.
That is how I like marshmallows.
Oh, so
and it's great
delicious.
because when we couldn't do a camp out because it was going to rain, but we just did a campfire with my kids, and the kids don't like the black part.
Oh.
So like you
Lucky.
roast the marshmallow and then you take like the char off and eat it, and they
all
just
those
want like the juicy end. I
carcinogens.
know,
Delicious.
Like it's got to be so good for you. My teeth are like all. Oh God! Like it's just
It's so good.
So yes,
Okay.
I do like char on my marshmallows.
Okay,
And I
okay.
like a little on my hot dog.
You've
I just
redeemed
don't want it
yourself a little.
flaking.
Okay, back to your avocado tomato salad situation. There is a dip that a girl from Owensboro gave me the recipe for many moons ago.
Okay.
And it has avocado, it has little tiny tomatoes, but then you cut them up even littler. I think it's grape tomatoes.
Okay.
Feta cheese,
You're speaking my
red
language.
wine vinegar,
Okay.
olive oil, parsley, a little bit of like very finely diced red onion. I'm not a big onion person,
You know
but like
me,
once
yeah.
it's all incorporated, you know, it's
Right, it's not so bad,
It's
sorry.
not really there.
Still gonna tear my guts up. but-
It is the most fresh, most fantastic. It is. I haven't had it in years, and like you jog my memory, and I feel like I need to go home and make it.
I feel like I need to go home and make it
So
too,
good.
because I love feta cheese.
And I have
Love it.
the little recipe card for it in my recipe box. I
Oh,
totally know.
Cool, you have a recipe box?
Yeah.
Look at you. My recipes are all, which is why they're usually wrong.
Well, yeah, I have a recipe box.
Or I'll like get ready to make something. I'm like, oh, I don't have, but I am like in my home famous for this, that's really famous. But like, I'll like pull out a recipe, like, or, I'm like, oh, I'm going to make like, banana bread. But I'll be like, oh, I don't have flour. But I'll still figure out a way to make it without whatever I really
Flour
need.
seems pretty
important. Yeah. But like, I just do, like, I'm going to make this, but we don't have this ingredient. Now I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And then I just make stuff up till it's something. And usually it turns into something very different, but it always is good. So Daniel's always like, yeah, that's just.
You're playing in the kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
Well, okay. So, summertime cookouts, yes to potato salad, yes to whatever's been grilled or whatever. But like the dessert table at summer cookouts is like such a different world than like your
Like the heavy Christmas desserts.
like I love, and I think that I always will choose like a light, like fruity, like some sort of strawberry cake or like a banana pudding or something. Like that's my all year round love.
Yes.
Judgment in the peanut gallery.
And I forgot the most important dish,
What?
pasta salad.
Okay, so I like a pasta salad, but tell me what you think about a macaroni salad. I
like a
cannot
creamy
do
one?
it. Yes.
I like a macaroni salad.
My brother loves it, and my grandmother made it for years and years and years, but it is the most disgusting thing to me.
You would
No,
like mine,
thank you.
Cassie. I put crack ton of mustard
Think
in
so?
it.
Okay, now I'm sold.
Okay.
You put mustard on
I don't know.
anything, and I'm gonna eat it.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
so
now I'm
you're
hungry.
like, I know you're like desserts. Now tell me, if you're like someone has grilled and here sets the tray and you're going through the line, are you eating a hot dog, a hamburger, or both?
It depends on who's grilling.
Okay.
Because a lot of people think, oh yeah, I'm the grill master, and then you look and they got these little pucks that are like round and they've gotten thick, and the bun is this big,
And what can I
the
do with this?
hamburger is this big because they've shrunk up. But if you know someone who knows how to pat them out right, make the little well, they've seasoned them appropriately, not too aggressively,
Right.
and they look good, and it's gonna American cheese on it. Don't try to give me no
Yes.
Colby Jack or
Right, don't get
cheddar.
fancy.
No, American melty
Okay.
cheese.
Okay.
I'm gonna go cheeseburger.
What if there's burgers and chicken? Like barbecue chicken.
No, I don't be trusting nobody.
That's a toughie.
Chicken. Grilled
a toughie.
chicken. I have a really hard time because like and the fact that I go out to restaurants and eat grilled chicken, like I even have a hard.
That comes frozen.
But I have a hard time even there. Like you'll see me, I'll cut into it and I'll be like, does this look pink? Like I can't trust people's
Right.
chicken preparations.
Yeah.
But like a pulled
piece of grilled
pork,
chicken.
if somebody's doing like they've smoked a Boston butt, like I love a good barbecue sandwich.
Yeah.
But chicken, it's not doing it for me.
No, I really just want to go to a cookout and eat a hot dog. Like I might have to cook hot dogs tonight now because I.
Oh, let me tell
them
you
to go to the cookout
a
and get us a hot
fantastic,
dog.
a fantastic shortcut.
Yes.
I learned this years ago when air fryers were in their infancy.
What?
Yes.
Stop it.
Say you're gonna make hot dogs for like a group. I learned this when Ellison was very, very little for a birthday party. You can take, I've done it a couple of different ways, but if you take hot dogs and you put them in the air fryer, and they cook the way they would on one of those rotisseries in like the gas station. Yes, they do.
Why have I never known
Yes.
this?
And
This
if
is
she says
life-changing.
yes,
yes,
it's yes. Another way you can do it, because I can't get behind the like hot dogs and water thing that
the
people
boiled
do.
hot
No,
dogs.
thank you.
I
Same.
love a bowl
But if
of
you
hot
take
Can't
a
do
crock pot,
Yes.
a smaller one, and you stand the hot dogs on their end and you fill that crock pot and put the lid on, nothing else goes in it, no water, no nothing, and you cook them in that, they also eventually get to that same kind of like roasted texture.
style.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm very fancy in my hot dog preparation. It goes in the microwave.
No. You put that sucker in the air fryer, you will
Life-changing.
never go back.
We are having hot dogs tonight. Get ready, kids.
Oh, I can't wait to see a picture of your air fryer.
My
hot dogs.
well, and my kids don't even like Embry and Elliot eat hot dogs, and Bastion used to, and then now he decided that he didn't want to eat hot dogs anymore. But I'm like, I could eat a hot dog for every meal. Love hot dogs, especially if
We've
it's like a
introduced
good
you
like
to it.
cheddar brat or something.
Now, let me tell you, Kevin's grandmother would take her hot dogs. She would split them and then scour score, not
Yeah.
scour. Is that a word? Score.
It is scour is a word, but score is what you mean.
Each of the halves
of the dog halves
into like 4 little triangle basically, but they were all still attached.
Okay.
You know, it's
Yes.
like filleted open.
Yes.
She spatchcocked
Filleted
her
dog.
hot dog.
Fillet a dog. Okay.
Filleted a dog. And she would drizzle Worcestershire sauce on them.
Okay.
And a little bit of, I think she would do a little salt and pepper. I don't know for sure.
Okay.
And then, which probably don't need salt because it's a hot dog.
Right.
But
Then your
then
feet
she
are the
would
size of
grill
boats when you
them
leave.
and they were fantastic.
good.
But I've done that and put it in the air
When you're
fryer,
talking
too.
about that, slicing it in half, that's how that guy's hot dog was.
I was thinking about this the whole time. The Five Guys hot dog that looked
We
so
have
delicious.
gone off the rails.
Major off the rails. One more question about food, and then we
Okay,
have
okay.
to do something productive.
Okay.
Like coals in your grill or gas grill
I mean, for flavor, like,
with coals.
yeah, for sure. Like a charcoal grill.
Right. But not a lot
But,
of
like,
people are good at that.
We have both at our house.
We have
And,
neither.
Like for flavor, but like for, you get home from work at 4:00 and you want to have dinner, at
Right.
5 because somebody's got practice at 5:30. It's a gas grill.
Gas
you
grill
know.
every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I brought a gas grill into my marriage. Not my husband, me. And I loved to grill, some hot dogs and some vegetables or like some brats and vegetables. Like I loved to grill, but we just kind of let it go after we had kids because, having a hot grill with
Yeah.
4 kids running around isn't ideal. But so then we just don't have one now and nobody grills. Daniel's not a griller. So
You know what I have?
can I come over and let Kevin grill
grill.
for me?
Built into the wall in my basement.
Are you
Is that not
serious?
the most
She's
nice?
so bougie.
No. It's old. It's a 1950s house, and
They grilled that much?
Isn't
in
that
the
crazy?
50s?
We've never obviously turned it on or anything.
explode your
It has like a
house.
vent, like it has a whole range hood and stuff that goes out.
Like how badly
A
do you want a new
grill.
house? You could do some insurance money. Fire that sucker up.
Scratch
Delete that
part.
Edit.
But that's so funny that people were just grilling in their basement.
Grilling in
I mean,
their
it was
basement.
Cold
That's
War. Maybe they thought they
bizarre.
were gonna be stuck in their
Yeah.
basement for.
Yeah.
We do have a bomb shelter down there.
Oh
too.
my word. Okay. Let's talk about work.
Moving on.
So, not long ago, you were an outreach counselor in the field in the summertime. And I really, one of the things I was thinking about this morning when I was traveling in, and I thought, okay, we'll talk about summer and outreach, that I wanted to talk about was, like, y'all did something so inventive last summer. You want to talk about that a little bit?
It was. And it was like, I feel like it was the simplest of ideas, but like, why
So
weren't we
impactful.
already doing this,
Tell them where it started. Like, what is it born of?
So we do a summer leadership project within outreach each year we'll pick a word or a topic, and then within our individual teams, we come up with like a project.
And it's very vague, purposefully.
Yeah, very much.
Well, what have been our words?
Last year?
Connection?
I think so.
Connection. And is this year collaboration?
We never know.
We never know.
We assign them, the teams know.
And 2 years ago was leadership? Community?
Feel like, but you get the idea. You get the idea.
Basically, like,
of
meet
what
with
the
your
words-
team and
come up with
a project.
It's fun and new. And we've done different things. Like my team in the past, the team that I was on, one year we went and helped out with like a serve day in a community.
It may have been community.
Yeah.
Or leaders. I
And
don't
so, but last year we all sat around and talked about it, and we always try to have a presence at the libraries across the state that are involved with summer reading. And so we know we can't get into schools. There's no school going on in the summer, so it looks very different what we do. So we try to reach out to those libraries and see what their programming is. We also try to get with like YMCA day camps and organizations like Girl Scouts and Girls Inc. and anything like that within a community. And so a problem though that we would see is often those libraries would have their big events on some of the same days or some of the same nights. And so it was like, we need to figure out something that they would see the benefit of us being there rather than just setting up a table and having our materials out. What could we do? So who would we be serving? Well, it's usually kids at these events. So we said we want to do something to serve these students. So we just talked about it as a group. We got online, we started searching for a book that we could read that was about careers, because we want to get their little cogs turning about what all careers are out there. And we found a book that was maybe you should
fly a plane.
Maybe you should be a vet, maybe you should fly a jet.
There it
or
is.
vice versa. But anyway, and it just goes through all kinds of fun little, careers, and it just says, have you ever thought about this or thought about that? And so with something very tangible to take in to these libraries and say, this is what we want to read. It will take this long, and we have activity sheets to go with it. And then we just, within our team, we put together some stuff, and we had a giveaway basket that just had like, the bags of water balloons and some, just fun summer outdoor things that little kids would enjoy. Sidewalk chalk and stuff like bubbles. And so the students, we would read the book. They could complete the little paper, draw themselves in the career that they would see, and that could enter them to win that basket. And so we just had so much success with that. I feel like we built some really good relationships. We had certain libraries that last year just said, we just don't have time in our schedule. And then this year I just got word from one of the outreach counselors that said, guess what? All of my libraries are letting me come in this year. And so, starting to build a foundation and just making more connections, and it was so much fun, and we just had the best time with it. And I think the libraries liked having, another organization that could come in and do something. It was just fun all around. So,
what was on my mind while you were saying that was just a bit of a distraction. But remember, we bought all of those books this year. Have those come in?
Did we buy?
Have those been ordered? I mean, I signed a PO and sent a link.
Don't know.
Okay.
But
Mental note, check on those books. I remember, after you all do the group project, after the staff does the group projects, and they come to our July meeting and they present, and I remember everyone just being really, really impressed with yours in particular.
I just
with
think
that
all the
book,
group
and
projects last year
they were y'all knocked it out of the park.
so good.
Knocked it out of the park last year.
Yeah, it seemed like everybody really thought about, like, how can we serve, out there in our communities, but that will also get our message across.
Yes.
Because I think sometimes your service project gets a little caught up in, like, serving in whatever capacity, like, an organization will let you serve.
Right.
That it's hard to still be sharing your message, and this totally,
Like,
allowed
checked
us.
both boxes. Yeah.
So it was fantastic.
So I think, this year that's carried over.
Yeah.
And a lot of staff are doing that again this year. I don't know how much the staff does this, but I spent a ton of time at summer camps back in the summer. Historically, we had a product called KHEAA Verify. And so colleges could verify their FAFSAs through us. And so we would go to registrations and orientation events on college campuses and set up and kind of help students through KHEAA Verify. And we don't do KHEAA Verify anymore, but we still do offer to come set up at registrations, and orientations to just help them check their keys money, make sure their FAFSA is completed, make sure they understand their award letters. Excuse me, on those days, the financial aid office is completely inundated.
Oh, yeah.
And so I always like to kind of be in like a second hand to them.
Yep. That's exactly how last year went. One college, I had a table that was right next to the financial aid table. And so if it was something that they knew that they could pass off, if it wasn't anything they internally had to do, they would, shuffle them over to us, and we would work on that. But then there was one college that they had students coming in and they hadn't even completed a FAFSA. So we were helping complete FAFSAs, and so even though Verify is gone, there is still plenty of things that KHEAA is, valuable. And with that too, there's also a lot of parents that come to those events that realize, hey, we've got a bill and we need information on how to pay for this bill. And that's also something that we can steer them in a direction that they may not be aware of with the Advantage education loan.
I spent, even back, I've not been in the field for 4.5 years, but even back when I was in the field, I spent so much time at orientation and registration events walking through an Advantage loan application. With a student or a parent. And, if you need help with that this summer, even if you're not at an event, reach out to your outreach staff. Like, reach out to the counselors, because they can help you with that. I just recently helped somebody through it again, and sometimes it's just nice to have an extra voice in the room when you do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think summer is just that time, like, all the urgency has kind of felt like it washes away because you don't have high school counselors or teachers or whatever in your face telling you, don't forget this, don't forget that. And it is so easy to let these months slip away. And we see those students melt off.
Which would be the definition
of summer melt. And those students, sometimes that can make the difference. I spoke to a senior yesterday, the parent of a senior yesterday, and I said, has your senior filled out the Work Ready Kentucky scholarship? Because I know they're going into an area. And she's like, oh, well, it was the end of the school year and they had this going on, and I think somebody was there to help, but she didn't ever do it. And I'm like, she needs to do it now, and it's some of those easy things that can make such a huge difference, because, when it comes time for classes to start and you've forgotten to fill out that Work Ready Kentucky scholarship, that can be the difference in it working out for you and it not.
Absolutely. And you being able to pay for it.
Right.
anything else that Outreach is doing? I mean, they're doing visits.
Mm-hmm.
They're planning for next year, visiting their school counselors. Sometimes we visit colleges to kind of stay up to date on what's going on with Kentucky colleges.
I think cooperative extension offices, whatever they have going on in the summers.
GSP.
Sometimes it's just a great time to take a little bit of time to say, like, I know we see each other maybe in school gyms when there's, you know, career fairs or whatever going on, but like, this is really what we do, because I think there's still a little bit of misconception with different agencies, and so I think summer is a time we get out there, we can clarify that, like, yes, we help with FAFSA and we help with college applications, but there is so much more that we can do to work with students of all ages, you know, all the way up through adult learners. And I think it provides a little bit more opportunity to sometimes maybe break that down and explain, you know, we have a Money 101 presentation. We, you know, at a community event, we can, you know, so I think it's a really good time for that. I was talking about earlier, one of the most fun things that I did in the summer was set up at farmers markets. And you just had people that came up and wanted to chit chat, and you just got to share what we do. And so many people, well, I didn't know that, because it's not your typical group of, you know, seniors or juniors or whatever. You're seeing just people in the community, and like being able to share with them that these services are free and they're right in your community, everywhere in the state.
I know that you have not, Brandy, been through a full summer in management. How's it different?
Well,
I feel like it's so different.
I feel like, so June, we don't have a June staff meeting. So June is kind of, we don't tell people when to take their vacation, but I think people often naturally take their vacation in June because there is no staff meeting that month. You know,
it just flexibility.
More flexibility. Schools have just gotten out the end of May, and so I don't know. It just feels like a natural break time, and that is not so in this role. So with evaluations and the end of the year budget, and so. And
we have to, like, we have to have certain, everything has to be, like, closed out budget-wise by, like, June 15th, which means if we have anything left to order, like, that was a big push in May, was ordering, you know, final things that we'll need for the fall, presentation reviews, publication reviews, reordering those things, you know.
Yeah, and naively, I took my vacation that first
I think that's a good time
part of June. But now, I rushed to get so much done before that, but now I do feel like a little bit of a breath.
You get to kind of walk into this rest of the summer with less burden on you.
Feels like it.
Yeah.
I may be totally wrong. You may slap me in the face with something real soon.
No. I mean, like, we had July training and staff meeting is a big one.
Yeah.
Like, that takes a lot of planning and preparation and things like that.
That's on the radar all year long.
It is. I'm taking my vacation literally the week before that. So could there be a worse time? I don't know. We have lots of, like, partnership meetings. We do Victory Over Violence. A couple of conferences. So I just got back from InShare. I don't know what that stands for, but it is like the private lender. Like, so private lenders, but they are all, like, state-based nonprofits, not like the Nelnets of the world. They're all state-based nonprofits, and that is a great conference. I learned so much while I'm there and meet so many good people. So we do, like, a couple of conferences throughout the summer, and then it's like we blink an eye and it's August.
Yeah.
And it's like go time.
InShare, National Council of Higher Education Resources. There you go.
Okay, I never would have guessed that, and I never knew it, so I'm thankful to finally know. National Council of Higher Education Resources. Okay, well, there you go. But yeah, we kind of spend the summer while the outreach staff is taking a breath. We kind of spend the summer gearing up to make sure they have the resources they need to go back into the field in the fall, ready to go, publications, all of that. I was talking about partner organizations. We also have new counselor retreat. So this is the shameless plug. It's not our event. It's Kentucky ACAC's event, but we have just I don't know, merged into one. And all of their events now, we pretend like they're ours too.
Well, I think we see such value in it.
We see such value in these.
I did.
You did it
New
way
council.
back when.
Did you go?
No, never. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Transy did not send new counselors to JBES is what it was called back then. They sent them to SASFA's dry run.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
And so I went to Athens, Georgia and did SASFA's dry run with like Ole Miss and like all of the like southern states. You would have loved it. And then by the time I got to Wesleyan, like I'd been in the field been in the crew for 3 years, and so it was like, we're not going to send her to JBES. I think you and Megan went, or did Megan go?
She did.
So. We talk about our past life all the time, but outreach is busy in the summer. I know that a lot of people think like, oh, kids aren't in school, so what could you all possibly do? A lot happens in the summer, especially on this side of the table. Like I remember the slowness of being an outreach counselor and being able to kind of take a breath in the summer, to where when we are going to be able to kind of do that is like September. We kind of get a moment.
I don't believe her.
It's not true.
She's telling a big one.
But when you look at our timeline, there's less to do in August and September for us. Well, not August because of State Fair.
Can we come back to this?
I know. In September. Like, hey, how'd that go? Did y'all really take a breath in September? Probably not.
No.
But it is, there's not so much like the presentations are done and the publications are done, and your staff is back out in the field and they're working, and the FAFSA is getting ready to open, and Kentucky Goes to College campaigns are off and running, and so you just don't have that that you did. I mean,
that
the
feeling that you're always behind.
Yes, and that's how I feel in the summer, is like I just have a million things that have to get checked off the list. And then the FAFSA is getting ready to open, when it's September. But the great thing about this year is like there aren't many things that we need to we've got to train people over this, and we've got to, this is different and this is new, and we can just kind of rest on it works. It's fast.
That's true.
We're in good shape. So hopefully, we can take a bit of a breath in September. But we're still going to be coming at you with Coffee with KHEAA in the month of September, hopefully with some fun celebrity guests on our podcast. But right now,
Jack Harlow.
Oh, Zach. Okay, our producer, one of our producers has said, let's have Jack Harlow on. Oh, so okay. Jack, if you're listening, will you come on our podcast?
So many celebrities listen to our podcast.
So many. My mom, who does listen to our podcast, did date John Travolta. I know I'm late. To is this Brandon's at 1 or is it Kevin's at 1? And then
you have Kevin's and I have Brandon's.
I thought I was sitting in on Brandon's.
Oh yeah, you are. Maybe
we don't know, but we have a performance evaluation that started 4 minutes ago. So we'll see you in the month of July at our training.
Yeah.
We're coming to you live from our training. Well, not live, but semi-live from our training. So we will see you then. Oh yeah, at the lake. And until then, KHEAA later.